What is going on, guys? I'm back again. Today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Studio Series 86 Leader Class, or 8612 Leader Class Coronation Starscream. So let's get a look at that. So moving on into 2020, late 2022 and 2022 and 2023, all Leader Classes, Studio Series, and Generations are now going to have closed style boxes, which is concerning for some reasons. But here you have Coronation Starscream. You've got Thrust and Ramjet. He is number 8612 in the Studio Series 86 line. You've got a smaller version of that artwork here. You've got another version of that art right there. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. Transforms in almost 30 steps. Get that out of here. Before we get to Starscream, we go over all the other accessories. You have the null rays that came with the figure. The null rays for the Coronation gear. The shoulder pads. A cape, the crown, and the throne. So, we get to all the Coronation bits later. Starting off with Leader Class Starscream, who is just a repaint with slight remolding of the Wave 1 Earthrise Voyager Starscream. And I think this is the first time on the channel I'm reviewing the Earthrise Seeker mold. I think, yeah. So I reviewed the Siege Starscream mold. If you want a comparison, I don't have my original Siege Starscream anymore, unfortunately. I will have to dive into that in another video. But if you want to know what it looks like, go back to my original Siege Starscream review or my review for the Sparkless Seeker. And no, I do not have my original. Actually, I do, but it's put up in storage. My original Earthrise Starscream also. But here is 86 Starscream in his jet mode. The only difference between this and the Earthrise release is in jet mode. They got rid of the decal or the tampograph here, and there's some gunmetal paint right here. Otherwise, it's exactly the same as the original release, and I don't have my other two Earthrise Seekers here with me. They are also at my other location, or at my other, they're at my parents'. You can take the null rays that he comes with and plug them in to the ports right here under the jet. So, yeah. I haven't tried this yet. Can I put the Coronation null rays on here? Yeah. If you want a closer to the body look, you can use the Coronation null rays. Get those out of here. I don't have anything in vehicle mode for comparisons outside of... Actually, nope, I don't have anything. Okay. But, yeah. Otherwise, this is exactly the same as the Earthrise Starscream mold. So we're going to go for him looking like this to looking like this. And before I go over Robot Mother, there's something I want to point out. Everybody who owns this mold has not been properly transforming him the right way, I guess. When you extend his leg into robot mode, you just generally pull it up and then tap it in. Come to find out, back here, hold on. Focus. Nope. Okay, back up a little. Okay, back here, there's a peg that has to peg in to this port on the inside of his leg. When you get that there, then you can peg the leg in. So now he actually is the right height that he should be. But with all that said and done, you have leader Starscream, whoa, in his robot mode. And I still do like the Earthrise Seeker mold. Now, it's not that I dislike this mold. You know what? Give me one sec. It's not that I dislike the mold. It's just I wish this mold had some things that would make it a lot better. But I digress. Let's get into the face. Now, the only difference I've noticed that they've done to this figure... Focus. There we go. There's his face. All done in black and the nice cartoon accurate kind of gray. But, yeah, he looks great. Articulation. His head is on a ball joint. His arms, get the wings out of the way, can do a full 360. They can go in and out. You've got on this copy, it's a tight bicep, elbow. Hands can move up and down, and because of the new remolding, fingers. Move this out of the way. Legs can kick forward. That far. Can't go back. In and out. That far. Thigh. Pretty decent knee. Toes and ankle tilt. Like I said, with this version of Starscream, I would have preferred a little more articulation. It's like a waist, the legs to have a little more mobility. You know, like, unlike the Seeker mold, which has better articulation. Okay, so let's arm them up with the regular null rays that he comes with. Or that this mold does come with. So, there. But, yeah. By himself like that, he looks great. So, let's do a comparison right now. Here he is. And here is a version of the Seeker mold from Siege. The Sparkless Seeker. And you can see, I kind of prefer, in some aspects, the Sparkless Seeker. Double jointed elbows, the hip system like this. This is more Starscream and the Seekers than the, heck, the wings articulate. All these can do is this. Back and forth. So, there's that. Here he is with his leader, Megatron. My Siege Megatron. And yes, these are yelling because I swapped out the elbows with my Earthrise Megatron. Here he is with another leader, Optimus Prime. So, yeah. Now let's move on to the other items, starting with the throne. Done in all purple plastic. It's the Decepticon throne from the Decepticons' warship, the Nemesis. So, take your Megatron. Hold on, I gotta reorient him a little. Usually, I think it's because of the backpack, but there you go. Megatron can sit in his throne. I haven't tried this yet. I'm going to see if... Take him out of here a minute. Yeah. Optimus sits in here better than Megatron does. I don't even think his butt is actually in here. Not really. But, yeah, you can sit figures in here. This will mostly be used by Megatron, depending on if I can get his butt to stay in there. Okay, yeah. So he can sit in there. They on the box or in advertisement they say Starscream can sit in here. Quote, sit in here. Yeah. Starscream can sit in there. But, yeah. So let's take these off. Remove the throne. And get to the Coronation gear. Now, finally. So we have the cape. Done in a pinkish purple plastic. There's a peg on here, and it has 2 hinges. So you can, let me just, hold on. So to plug it in, tilt that up, and use the port here on his back. Straighten his feet out. So there's the cape. Now we have the shoulder pads. You want to push on this piece and flip out the shoulder and flip down the peg. It's going to peg into this arm. Same thing over here. Push down, flip down the peg. Now this is where you take the null rays like this. Like that. And then finally, you're going to take the crown, and it just pegs onto his head. And boom. You've got Coronation Starscream. Starscream with his Coronation gear. Even though this only had a full-on, I think, 2 minutes in the movie, before Galvatron comes in and just obliterates him. Turns him into black and white dust. But, yeah, it looks cool nonetheless. He can still articulate with it. The shoulder pads themselves are on a hinge, so are the null rays. So if you wanted, you could still pose him like he's going to shoot his null rays. And to give the pose from the movie of who dares disrupts my coronation, take the hinge. Like that. But, yeah. But, overall, I kind of like this. I mean, and when you're not using the Coronation gear, you can peg the cape and the null rays into these ports here on the back of the throne and store the rest of it down here in this little cubby hole. Like so. But, yeah. That being said, I think 86, or Studio Series 86 Starscream is an okay figure. It's not my favorite release of Starscream out of the various versions of the Earthrise Seeker mold. That belongs to Skywarp. Yes, I can hear you all now in the comments. Thew lover, Thew lover, Thew lover. But compared to this guy, this is still the superior version of Starscream. You know what? I'm curious. Can I put this on his arm, or his arm too thick? Not gonna work. Darn. Thought that was gonna work. But yeah. Studio Series 86 Coronation Leader Starscream is a pretty okay figure. If you have not already picked up the Wave 1 Earthrise release of Starscream, or the re-release in Kingdom, you can, if you want the Coronation gear and haven't bought any third-party upgrades, this is the release for you. Like, if you hadn't picked up the Earthrise, the Kingdom repack, this is just the one for you to get. So with that being said, this has been the review for the Transformers Studio Series 8612 Coronation Starscream. If you guys like the review, you know what to do. And I will see you guys later.